This is a quarantine. Out to whoever requested some early Tiesto or Armin. Armin van Buuren, Communication Part 1. Out to you on this one. Everybody on a request, Highlight Hat Heavenly. She's writing them down for me behind me in the studio. And I chatted to Liz. We're only on the second, Liz. I've got another one there yet. It's all good. This is Club Quarantine, presented by the Stellar Transmissions crew. I'm the DJ BigD, coming to you live from just outside of London in the UK. And to everybody locked in, locked on. Hope you're having a good time. It's all good. This is Club Quarantine After Hours Train, baby. That's coming from Mystics. Mystic, sir. Right, I have got Kinetic Golden Girls. Very, very short though. It's going to be a very quick mix. As for Binary Finery, you can have the Guru Yellow remix or the KC remix. You decide.
DJ BigD to get to learn a little bit more about him. How are you doing today, BigD? What's up?
Yeah, a little hungover, slightly. Always.
Seems on brand for your stream and everything, so
yeah,
kind of appreciate that. So a little background on you. Where were you born?
I was born in England, a town called Surrey, or a county called Surrey, little town called Farnham.
And
time ago.
Did you grow up there your whole life, or?
No, came to Southend when I was 5 and been in Southend ever since.
Okay. So based on your streams, you obviously have an appreciation of a bunch of different genres of music.
Yes.
I'm kind of curious how you got into electronic music, though.
That'd be the 80s. In the 80s as a child, I'd listen to Radio Caroline. I had a small radio like this I got it when I was about 8, and I'd have that under my pillow when I went to bed, and I'd have it really quiet so my parents couldn't hear it, and I'd listen to Radio Caroline, which was a pirate radio station in the North Sea at the time that the BBC absolutely hated, and I'd listen to that and they'd play all the popular stuff, and I discovered electronic 80s then, and I fell in love with electronic music more than rock. Didn't really get on with rock music.
Do you remember what specific artist or maybe a song that really turned you onto the electronic while you were listening through your pillow?
I just like the sound of it, really. I enjoyed the electronic sound, the synth, the new age, I suppose you'd call it, the new romantic kind of era, the synths. And I just really enjoyed it. I liked it. There is one tune that really turned me. That's really what I thought, right, I need to mix, and it's on my wall right there. I can't really see it, but I've played it many times, that one.
Which song is that?
Beat This, Bomb the Bass. I discovered this one, and the chopping, the cutting, the sampling, and I'm like, yes, this is it. So that's quite momentum for me, this one.
Keep the frequency clear. This is a journey into sound.
And that was back in the day when you couldn't just put things on repeat all day long. You just kind of had to wait for it to come on the radio, right?
On a Sunday night, listening to the charts, you'd sit there with your tape recorder, recording the charts and trying to guess when the DJ is going to talk so you can press pause quick enough.
Yeah, nice.
And that's how you got your music collection then on cassettes.
Yeah. I remember cassettes too, but mainly when I started listening to electronic music, it was on CD, which sadly I've gotten rid of all of those now and don't have any of them in my library anymore. So how old were you when you learned to DJ?
I'm terrible with numbers and years. I've actually got it on my carpet down there. It was 2006.
Okay.
I started to learn. My brother-in-law had some belt drive turntables that he didn't want anymore. So I said, I'll look after them. And I got a cheap old mixer with it. And I bought a couple of vinyls. I had a couple, and I just started teaching myself up in the bedroom, learning how to mix. And I did that for about a year and a half. I battled with these belt drives, and they were horrific. As turntable DJs who have DJ'd on belt drive turntables will know. I got to the point and I said to Heavenly, Karen, I can't do this anymore. I need some proper turntables. And that's when I bought these. And this is the same ones that I had back then.
Well, do you remember what was the first vinyl that you bought?
My first ever vinyl was in the 80s. It was Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, made of Orleans.
Okay.
That was my first ever vinyl.
How many do you have now?
Oh, no. That's not.
Hundreds?
Oh, hundreds and hundreds. I've probably got over 1,000, actually, I would have thought.
Oh, wow. So are they all there in your little DJ area that we get to see, or are they kind of strewn all over the place?
They're out in the hallway as well.
Yeah.
I've got shelves of them out there under the stairs, and they're in the bedroom and on the floor and under my decks and everywhere.
They've taken this like vinyl takeover at your house.
Yeah, Karen loves them.
That's good. That's
Loves
important.
cleaning rats. She comes down in the morning after a stream, and there's normally a pile of vinyls on the floor.
Yeah. You have them organized a certain way? Like, how do you know where to grab from?
It's sort of a random grab, but they are genred up. My bottom shelf here, which you can't really see, is my funky house stuff. My top shelf this side is all my trance. Underneath that is hard house, hard trance. On the floor is all my 80s and 90s, and out in the hallways. Some of it is unsorted that I don't really play, but I need to do part with some of it, but I can't. And that's like piano house and clubhouse and things like that out there.
Do you have it all cataloged electronically somewhere too, or no? Just all on your brain? That's probably the best, honestly.
Sort of know, if I think of a tune, I sort of roughly know where to go for it. I don't always find it on time, but
yeah.
sometimes.
So what made you decide to stream? Were you streaming before quarantine?
Yes, I've been streaming since 2008, 2009.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I started streaming on a small radio called ST Radio, and that was a shoutcast kind of stream, and I worked out how to channel video through a shoutcast server and started streaming video that way. And that's where I met our friend Sequence. Met him back then, and we started doing that and turned ST Radio into Stellar Transmissions Radio, which is where Team Stellar Transmissions comes from. Done that. That ended. I went to, where did I go next? I went to Mixify next, which I've met a few people that I'm still friends with on Twitch now.
Is Mixify like a video audio platform as well?
It's like a Twitch, but it was DJs. It was music, not so much gamers. And then we went to Chew TV, and that got sold. And yeah, I ended up on Twitch.
Okay. So how long have you been on Twitch then?
3 years.
Okay. See, I didn't even know Twitch existed until quarantine happened.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't even remember how I found out about it. Maybe I might have seen something on Above and Beyond that they were going to do something. So I downloaded it, and then it was just like the rabbit hole. Now I'm never off of it.
The bigger high profile DJs did do Twitch a favour, I think, because they brought their audience to a platform no one really knew about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got Above and Beyond, and Dave Dresden, Lange, Darude, a lot of the big DJs have brought such a big audience, and there's now a lot more viewers for the smaller DJs as well now. And there's like yourself, then you go poking around, you find other streams, and
and you always see the same people in the
the same crowd. Same crowd everywhere.
So tell me more about the Stellar Transmissions crew. You started that in 2008, did you say?
The radio. I was part of that radio back then. It was just just a group of us who enjoyed music and wanted somewhere to stream. So it got made and we joined and we streamed.
And now it's become kind of a bigger thing on Discord, right?
Yeah, it was. I wanted to bring back the Stellar Transmissions radio because it fell apart, but it was a big part of my life, really. I spent a lot of time with it, managing it, sorting out the DJs, because back then it was scheduled. So we had scheduled time slots. So we done our regular shows every week, one after the other. And then when that went, so I always thought about, like, I want to bring it back somehow. How can I bring it back? And then I was just stood here one night and a couple of the guys was in. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to start a crew of DJs, because with what I know and a few of the other guys know, and there was also, I'd noticed smaller DJ channels on Twitch who I could see needed some advice and some help. So I was like, look, I've done this before. I've made a crew. Come and join us and I'll help you out. And that's what I'm still trying to do now, is help out the smaller guys, give them a little lift, get their viewers in, and that's what it's all about, really, just helping everybody.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a cool concept. How many DJs do you have that are part of the crew right now?
Oh, it's over 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Without counting them up, I've lost count. There's that many now.
I was scrolling through and it seemed like the list went quite a long ways. And it's people from all over the world. So that's really neat too.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of Americans. Got a few UK ones now as well. And of course, our Russian, Alex, and CJ Vortex. I love them guys. They're great, they are.
Australia. And
Australia, yeah.
Did you
Finland.
just have a bigger name join STC as well?
Yep, Stoneface and Terminal.
Yep. I watched them last night.
Matty and Henry, yeah, they're great. They're lovely guys, they are.
Yeah, that must have been pretty exciting.
It was, yeah. They raided me one day, and I was like, message them back, because everyone that raids me, I'll message back and say thank you.
Nice.
And I said, if you need any help with Twitch, because they were new, I said, any advice or anything, just give us a holler. And yeah, they wanted to join the team.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they are fantastic. I really like them.
Yeah. So you have quite a variety on your streams. Are your days specific? Like, do you stream specific days for specific genres, or is it just what you're feeling that day?
It was specific days, specific genres. I did try to do that. The Wednesday stream I've dropped now because of work, going back to work. But Fridays was usually classic trance. But last night I changed it up because I wasn't feeling trance. Sundays is the 80s stuff. I do like the 80s school disco. I really enjoy that one, where I get to play the stuff I remember from a child.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we try and do.
How long does it take you to plan each of your sets, or do you not plan them at all?
I pick my first tune.
Okay.
That's all I do. It takes me longer to go into Twitch and set up my stream titles than it does. And I'll just, right, what should we play? And I'll just have a look through. Right, that's my first one. That's it. And the rest of it, I just wing it. I don't create playlists and plan my sets. I'll just on the fly all the way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you kind of work off the vibe from the chat, or just what you're feeling that night?
A bit of both, really. To start off with, waiting for the viewers to come in, it's usually pretty quiet. So I'll just go with what I think. Sometimes I get lost in the mix and I'll disappear for half an hour, and I look over and there's all these chat messages I've missed because I've just been in my head, in my zone, and just mixing.
Also, that's nice though. I mean, it's kind of a nice way to check out and reset, especially now that you're back at work. Yeah,
it is, yeah.
So what are your normal stream times?
Sundays, 6 p.m. UK. The Fridays, it used to be 11, but I brought that down to 10 now.
Okay.
Go on, so I can get a bit more in.
And you normally stream for a couple hours, or is that not a set time either?
Just till I get bored, really. Last night, I started a bit later, 10:30 I started last night because we went out, and I think it was about 4 a.m. when I finished.
Oh my gosh.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
But Sundays will be, I try and aim to finish about 10 on Sunday, but it doesn't always happen.
Yeah. So you said you're back to work again. So DJing's not your full-time gig. Was it for a little while during quarantine? Were
It
you?
was the first quarantine because there wasn't really much to do apart from streaming. So that's what we did really. Just passed the time.
And so then, what do you do for your job outside of DJing?
Electrician.
Okay.
Try to, yeah.
I saw your post with your van. Is that all
my
fixed now?
my money pit, yes. That's my work van, that is. I love that old van.
What's been your favorite stream of yours so far, if you have
My
one?
favourite stream. Oh God. I don't know. I love them all. I love all my streams. I can't really pick out one that was my best stream. Memorable streams is being raided by the bigger DJs, which was pretty cool. My first big, massive raid this year during quarantine was Club Quarantine.
Yeah.
That was a massive raid. I was petrified. Sequence set it up for me. He done the legwork for me. Said, "Look, you're going to get a big raid."
Nice.
And it was over 100 viewers at the time. And for me, 100 viewers was a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was petrified. That was my biggest raid. But
When
since
was
then,
that? Was that earlier in the year, like
Yeah.
May-ish, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was about then. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, that was massive. I'd never seen my chat move so fast in my life. And the
Were you-
follows, it just kept coming in. I was like, what is going on?
Hoping your computer's not going to crash.
Yeah.
Do you remember if you were doing vinyl that night or if you were all
I
digital?
was doing vinyl, yeah. I try and do vinyl more than digital. Digital's fun. It's easy, convenient to find your tunes, but I prefer vinyl.
Well, and it kind of gives you a niche because really most of the DJs are doing the digital stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people like the vinyl draw. And plus your sound is really good, so you can hear that crackle.
Yeah. And the authentic vinyl sound, the snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah, it's the best. What's been your favorite stream of someone else's? Do you watch much Twitch outside of your own?
Oh my God, yes. Always on Twitch.
Yeah, me too.
I am now actually. I've got Tremo on in the background there.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll bounce around as many channels as I can with 2 accounts. So I've got an account on this PC and then one on that PC, and I'll hang with as many DJs as I can.
Yeah, that's cool. I told my husband that we should just cancel cable because pretty much all I do is watch Twitch all day.
Yeah, he's on all day.
Who would you like to do a B2B with, like either in person or through Twitch?
Definitely Sequence comes straight to mind.
That
And
would
we
be
was going to do that. We was planning on doing that this year.
Yeah.
Before the quarantine, before the pandemic happened. He was coming back to the UK and we was going to do that. So that is going to happen.
It will happen someday.
Yes, that is going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh, that'll be insane. It would be really cool if STC could put something together once everything's lifted of like a real life show for everybody to play at. That would be amazing.
I have thought about that as well. But getting everybody from all around the world logistically is going to be a challenge as well. But yeah, I've already thought about that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Do you have any interest in producing music?
Not really. Yeah, but it's just too old. I'm too old for that now, I think. I'm just quite happy playing them now.
Yeah. Who are your current favorite artists or songs, if you have a couple?
I knew this question was going to come as well, and I've been sitting thinking, what if I get asked this? What would it be? It's just too many. I can't think of a favorite artist, a song. Is
there a specific genre? I mean, I know you're a trance fan. Is there a specific genre of trance that's your favorite then? You like old school stuff?
I like the classic stuff. Yeah, the classic trance I like.
Yeah. So probably some stuff from that genre then.
Yeah, probably. I just couldn't pick one. It's just too many. Too many to choose. I love them all.
I know, I hear you. And the thing is, I always hear these songs that I love that are my favorites, and I still have to Shazam them because I don't know any of the names.
And I still do that now because I've forgotten the name.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I know the tune, but what's it called? And if I'm mixing off, a tune pops in my head, and I'm like, what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? And I do have I sometimes have to holler to the chat.
Yeah.
Like, what's the tune I'm thinking of? Blah, blah, blah. Then, oh, yes, this. And then I'll find it that way.
Yeah, that's awesome. How are things where you are as far as the quarantine now?
We've just come out of our second lockdown this week, and we're in tears now.
So what's your tier? So you can go out now and everything? You said you were out last night.
Yeah, you can go out for a meal as long as you sit down, wear your mask, put your mask on while you're moving about. It's still a bit grey, really.
Yeah,
Not like the old days.
I know. It's so weird.
It is strange.
Yeah. So do you plan to keep on streaming once you're back to working full time? Are you working full time again?
Full-time-ish, part-time-ish. I'm self-employed anyway, so I've got a bit of work coming in, but not the volume it used to be.
Yeah. So you plan to keep streaming no matter what happens with your work life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've always streamed now. It's part of what I do now, really.
Yeah. It's your identity.
Friday and a Sunday. Definitely always be a Friday stream anyway. Even if I drop the Sunday, it'll always be Friday nights.
Yeah. Have you made any friendships through streaming?
God. Yeah. Sequence again.
You guys have known each other for a long time, right? Like
a very long time, yeah. Yeah. That's why I call him Champ, because he is a champ. Yeah, we've got the Burner, who I met. Oh, I forgot a radio that I did play on as well, Horizon FM. We did as well during ST. We went to Horizon as well. I've missed that out earlier. I met Burner on there. He's been down. He's been here. Squibby as well. Met him on Horizon. Been around there. Yeah, a lot of people really. And a lot of people I just see in my chat as well. They come back every week after week now. And some I've added to Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep in touch with a few.
That's pretty cool. I think that's been the best part of quarantine was meeting all these people from all over the world that I never would have met otherwise, and making what seems to be real friendships. So it's kind of cool. It'll be fun when we finally get to meet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want your viewers or anything to know?
Frank's getting fat.
There he is.
There he is.
He's so cute.
Everybody wants to feed him treats when I'm streaming.
How old is he?
He's 12 now.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's annoying, isn't you?
He's ready for his selfie.
Yeah. And he's gone. No, I would just like to thank everybody for the support that I've been shown this year, because it has been tremendous, really. The amount of people, the regular faces that come in every week and hang with me when I'm streaming. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, really, for being there, because if I'm streaming and no one's there, it's a bit dull.
Yeah.
And having so many people there in the chat and hyping, and the hype trains, oh my God, so many of those. And just for the subs as well, people subscribing and cheering, and it's really, really good. And thanks to everybody who's raided into me as well, because I made a lot of friends that way. Cuff Down raided into me with his Club Damage crew. So, yeah, we hang with those a lot now. And, yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time. It's been a little hard for us to hook up because of our time zones. So I appreciate you working with me. And I will be seeing you on stream soon.
Yep, no worries.